Okay.
Sorry. I'm wondering if your nerves were able to be put into your new hands. Did you have pain in your hands before?
Yeah, I did. I didn't have acute pain. I just had kind of a constant chronic type of pain, a dull pain.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Breitenbach, you heard his wishes. He hopes he can go to the hotel tomorrow. What do you say about that?
I don't know if I can do much of an encore after that. I think that was really spectacular for explaining why, even though hand transplant is not life-extending, it is certainly life-enhancing.
Yes.
And I want to thank both of you for being very articulate. I think he'll be home tomorrow just fine. As a matter of fact, he probably could have been home today, but it has to do with scheduling, bracing changes, and other things that we kept him. He's completely on course. I do want to add something which seems mundane at this point after what we just saw, but as Rich was speaking, I realized I've said something that might be misconstrued. We put the nerves into his hand, but it's going to take time for those nerves to grow back. They're very close to their targets. So in other words, they're out into the hand. Instead of doing a repair up here, the nerves are very close to where they've got to grow to. If he gets that back, then maybe that ability that he had to be able to feel the spine and understand where it's going will return him to his work in terms of sensation. But he needs strength. And what you're seeing in his hand, the strength is also due to the following fact. For the first time, we put like to like undamaged. Let me explain that. When someone comes as an amputee, they've normally been amputated because there was a bomb blast or an explosion or a car accident that ripped their hand off. So their tissue that they're giving me to transplant to is damaged. His was not. So we've hooked tendons from the donor that were not damaged to tendons to the recipient that are not damaged, and that's why you're seeing the early motion and we're hoping for strength. So there's two elements at work, the nerves we put in and the fact that we had like-to-like tissue. And so that was a long answer to your question. Yes, he'll go home tomorrow.
Sure. Very well. Last opportunity for questions, either in the audience or on the phone. Okay. Well, Dr. Edwards and Mrs. Edwards, thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing your story. On behalf of Jewish Hospital, Kleinert-Coots, and the University of Louisville, we're so grateful that you've been our patient and will continue to be with us. And Godspeed on your journey.
Thank you.